Before you skip, take a breath. This message is not here to scare you. It's here to reassure you. Last night, something was meant to reach you, but it didn't. You were protected. And if you're listening right now, it's not by accident. Stay with me for a moment, because what protected you may still be surrounding you. There are nights when you don't realize how much you needed support until morning arrives. You went to sleep carrying more than you admitted, thoughts you didn't finish, worries you pushed aside, feelings that had no place to land. And yet, you're here now, breathing, listening, still moving forward. This message isn't here to tell you that everything is solved. It's here because something gentle was present while you rested. Not loud, not dramatic, just steady. Protection doesn't always wake you up. Sometimes it works quietly in the background where fear doesn't notice, where tension slowly loosens without explanation. If this message reached you, there's no urgency, just a moment to pause, to stay, to listen a little longer. You may have woken up feeling tired without knowing why, or calm in a way that surprised you, or unsettled as if something shifted but didn't fully explain itself. None of that means anything is wrong with you. Nighttime changes how the mind carries weight. When distractions fade, emotions have more room to move. Things you hold together during the day loosen their grip in sleep. So if you woke up heavier, lighter, or simply different, that's understandable. Your nervous system has been working quietly, sorting, softening, letting some things rest. You didn't imagine this, and you don't need to define it. This message isn't here to label your experience or turn it into a story. It's here to let you know that what you felt fits within being human, within being sensitive, within caring deeply. Stay with me for a little while longer. There's more unfolding gently, one layer at a time. Night has a way of opening places we keep closed during the day. The world grows quiet, the body slows down, and the mind no longer has as many places to hide. That's often when memories drift in without invitation. Old conversations, unfinished decisions, concerns about people you love, questions that don't need answers but still want attention. In the dark, everything can feel closer, thoughts feel louder, emotions feel nearer to the surface. Even strong, capable people feel more exposed at night. This doesn't mean you're weak, it means you're human. Sleep is not just rest, it's a threshold, a space where control softens and awareness thins, where the usual defenses take a step back. That's why nighttime can feel heavy, but it's also why it can be gently guarded. Protection during the night doesn't always look like perfect sleep. Sometimes it looks like dreams that redirect fear, or waking briefly instead of sinking into something darker, or simply making it through the night intact. You may not remember anything unusual, and that's okay. Not all care announces itself. Some of it works quietly, adjusting the edges of what could have been, holding things steady while you rest. If you're still listening, it's because this space matters. There's no rush. Just stay present for what comes next. Protection is often imagined as something obvious, a clear sign, a sudden interruption, a moment that proves itself. But most protection is quieter than that. It works in small adjustments, a thought that never fully forms, a reaction that softens before it turns into regret, a situation that shifts just enough to spare you extra weight. You may never notice these moments, and that doesn't make them less real. Some forms of care are designed to stay invisible, not because you're unworthy of knowing, but because knowing isn't always what brings peace. There are nights when your body stays tense yet something else keeps the deeper harm from reaching you. There are nights when sleep is light, yet something steadies you underneath the restlessness. This isn't about believing in something specific. It's about recognizing that not everything rests on your effort alone. Even when you're exhausted, even when you're unsure, even when you feel like you're just getting through, protection can look like restraint, like quiet boundaries you didn't have to build yourself, like emotional storms that pass without taking more than they need. If you're listening closely, you might sense it now, not as certainty, but as a subtle easing, a small exhale you didn't realize you were holding. Stay here a little longer. There's more to understand about why this message met you today. Messages like this don't arrive because you were chosen or singled out. They arrive because something in you was open enough to notice. You didn't do anything special to earn this moment, and you're not being asked to believe anything new. This is simply a pause that met you where you are. Sometimes reassurance shows up after the strain, not during it. After you've held yourself together, after you've made it through the night, after you've already done the hard part. You may be at a place where you're questioning your own strength, or wondering how long you can keep carrying what you carry, or quietly hoping for a sign that you're not doing this alone. This message doesn't answer all of that, but it acknowledges it. You are allowed to receive comfort without having to explain yourself. You are allowed to rest without first proving how tired you are. If this found you during a quiet moment, that matters. If it found you while you were searching for something else, that matters too. Timing doesn't need meaning to be meaningful. Sometimes it's enough to know that you didn't miss this moment and that it didn't miss you. Stay with this feeling a little longer. There's still space ahead, and it's leading somewhere gentle. As you're listening now, notice how your body feels, not to change it, just to notice. There's no requirement to understand everything being said. Some messages work best when they're simply allowed to pass through, like background light, like quiet music in another room. If you've stayed this long, it means something in this space feels steady enough, safe enough, not demanding anything from you. That matters. You don't need to hold on to every word. You don't need to agree with every idea. You're allowed to take only what feels supportive and leave the rest. This is a place to slow down without falling behind, to pause without losing momentum, to breathe without being watched. In a moment, we'll gently settle into reassurance, not suddenly, not dramatically, just naturally. For now, remain here. Let the quiet continue doing what it does best. Nothing you felt needs to be fixed right now. You don't need to reach for certainty or clarity or answers. What matters is this moment of steadiness. Whatever protected you last night didn't disappear with the morning. Care like that doesn't operate on a schedule. It lingers. It stays close without crowding. You are allowed to move through today gently, to take smaller steps, to carry less than you usually do. Even if your mind returns to worry, there is something underneath that remains calm, quiet, present. You don't have to name it. You don't have to understand it. Just know this: you are not exposed in the way you might fear. You are not facing everything alone. Let this thought rest with you. Let it soften the edges of the day. And when you're ready, carry this calm forward, knowing you are still being held.